Hi guys, I hope you are all doing well. Let's see today's question. So today's question, we are taking this up from the topic of straight lines. And if I talk about the question which is given to us here from this topic, the question tells us a variable line L passes through the point 3 comma 5 and intersects the positive coordinate axis at the points A and B. So basically it touches x-axis at point A and y-axis at point B. And the question is asking us to find the minimum area of the triangle OAB, where O is the basically origin. So that is asked to us. We have been asked to find the minimum area of this triangle. And if I talk about the answer choices that we have been given here, the options are 35, 25, 30, and 40. So we need to figure out which one of the answer choices is the correct answer for the question that is given to us here. Let's figure out how to solve this question further. Before starting off with the solution for this question, I'd first like to tell you that please do subscribe to my channel and support the channel as well, because it takes lots of efforts in making these videos for you. And it also motivates me to put up better content and try to make the solutions as easy as possible. Let's try to see how to solve this question further. So if I have a point L, which is basically 3 comma 5, and it is also passing through the coordinate axis at 2 points A and B. So let's do that. So I have my y-axis and my x-axis here. I have my straight line also, which is passing through like this. It's passing through point 3 comma 5. It's touching x-axis at the point A comma 0 and y-axis at the point 0 comma B. So we have this 2 points A and B. The question is also telling us to find the minimum area of this triangle OAB. So we have been asked to find the minimum area of this triangle OAB. Let's do that. So if I do that, I know the double intercept form of the line, which is basically x over x-intercept plus y over y-intercept is equals to 1. So once I have this with me, I can just put it here as x over a plus y over b equals 1. Once I have this lines equation, I know that this point 3 comma 5 also lies on the line. So that point will satisfy this equation of line. So if I substitute my x and y coordinates as 3 comma 5 respectively, I get my equation of line becoming 3 over a plus 5 over b equals 1. Once I have this, if I solve it further, I get 3b plus 5a over a into b equals 1. That gives me 3b plus 5a equals a into b. So once I have that with me, let's try to convert one variable a in terms of the other variable, that is, let's say b. So if I take the terms of a together, I get 5a minus ab equals minus 3b. So if from here, if I take a common, I get 5 minus b equals negative 3b, and that gives me a is negative 3b divided by 5 minus b. Or I can write this further as a equals minus 3b. Minus I take common from here, I get b minus 5. This cancels and this gives me 3b over b minus 5. So I get a is basically 3b over b minus 5. So I've converted one variable in the terms of other variable. Let's try to solve this question further. So I have this now. Now the question is asking me to figure out the minimum area of the triangle. So if I do that, area of triangle, we know it's basically half into base into height, where if I see the base is a units, the height is b units. So I get from here half times a times b, and we know area of triangle can never become negative. So let's put a mod sign here, that is mod of half of a into b. So whatever is your x-intercept and y-intercept, it can be on the negative side as well. So mod of that gives me the area of triangle always positive. So if I solve for this, I get half times a. I have converted it as in terms of b, so let's substitute. So 3b over b minus 5 times b. This is what I get. If I further try to solve it, I get 3b square over 2b minus 5. So we get the area of triangle as 3b square over 2 times b minus 5. And if I see, this is nothing but my function of b. So my function of b is 3b square over 2b minus 5. You get this. Now you want to find the minimum area of this triangle. So to find the minimum area, if I use my idea of concept of minima, what I can do here is I can find the first derivative of this function and equate it with 0. Let's do that. So f dash of b, basically you're finding the derivative with respect to b of this function 3b square over 2b minus 5. So I get from here, if I use my idea of derivative of a function or a fraction with a numerator and denominator, we know derivative of u over v. We get that as v into derivative of u minus u into derivative of v over v squared. So if I use that idea to get me this answer for the question, I get v as it is. Derivative of u, I get 6b minus u, so 3b square. Derivative of v, I get 2 times. This becomes 1 and this becomes 0. So 2 divided by 2 times b minus 5, the whole square. So we have this entire function, and if I have this, I get 12b, b minus 5 minus 6b square divided by 2 times b minus 5, the whole square. So I get this entire function turning to become 12b square minus 6b square, which is 6b square, minus 12 times 5, which is 60b, over 2 square, which is 4, and b minus 5, the whole square. So we have this entire first derivative of the function. Now, once I have that, I can just equate it with 0, so that whatever points of b I get, that will give me the minimum value. So if I equate this entire function with 0, I get 6b square minus 60b divided by 4 times b minus 5, the whole square. So 4 as it is, just b minus 5 is squared. That's equated with 0, but this entire expression, if I take that on the other side, gets multiplied with 0 and becomes 0. So you're just left with 6b square minus 60b equals 0. 6b common, b minus 10 equals 0. So from here, what I get is either b is 0 or b minus 10 is 0, which basically makes b is 10. So you get either b is equals to 0 or b is equals to 10. Now, once I have that, I have the b means the y-intercept for that. Now, once I have that b, it is either 0 or 10. But that b is basically the height, and that cannot be 0. So the value of b has to be 10. And once I have that as 10, I can just put it here. So I get 3 times 10 over 10 minus 5. So 30 over 5, which is basically 6. So you get this a as 6. You got this b as 10. Now you want to find the minimum area of the triangle. Let's do that. So minimum area of the triangle I get here for this expression is half times a times b. And that gives you half times a was 6, b was 10. So 6 times 10. And if I cancel out this, I get this 10 times 3, which is 30. So minimum area of the triangle I get for this question is 30. And if I see the answer choices that matches here with the question, it is option C. So C becomes the correct answer for the question that is given to us here. I hope you have understood how to solve this type of questions, which deals with the ideas of finding the minimum area of a triangle. I'll see you again tomorrow with some other question from some other topic. And we're going to continue our series of questions on JEE mains. So stay tuned for more videos to roll out. Also, if you're enjoying these videos that we are doing, please do like the videos as well, and do share these videos with your friends also who are involved in the preparation of questions on JEE, so they can also take the benefit from these questions that we are solving. Thank you.